Marcus watches porn at least 2 times a day. Porn is good for you. It's important to unload once in a while. Like a little monkey, Marcus retreats to his bedroom. Marcus is like most men are today. We Spartans don't need porn. We have enough women in real life to make us entertained for days. We understand that by watching porn, our ability to find a real woman significantly decreases. I was addicted to porn and I used to watch a lot of it. I used to jack off at least 2 times a day. Retreating to my bedroom like a little monkey in the dark. I have quit porn for around 6 months now. And it is for the better because I've experienced a lot of benefits. For example, my perception of women and actually my ability to speak to women in real life. And in today's society there is a lot of porn addiction and most men watch porn. And you have probably been addicted to porn as well in some point of your life. Maybe you are right now. And that's not something crazy because nobody is telling us it's actually quite bad. On the contrary, they actually tell us it's good for us to unload, to indulge in pleasure. Nobody tells us it's actually bad to jack off 2 times a day. And the problem today is that there is too much porn in general, and it's especially watched by men. If you look 50 years ago, there wasn't much porn. There were maybe some magazines, but there wasn't the internet. And today you've got the internet, you have got porn on your fingertips, at the press of a button. You've got millions of women, waiting to show their bodies to you, Why wouldn't you do it? And the problem is quite bad because most young men start watching porn at 12 or 13-year-old. Before they have even seen a sexual act, they see a white woman shoving in a 30 centimeter black, thing. And that's the first side of a sexual act they see before they even start sexual education. So their whole perception of a sexual act is getting distorted. And on top of that, it's like a super high dopamine drug. You see naked women and you get a huge boost of dopamine, a huge boost of energy. And porn can actually become quite an addiction because of this huge shot of dopamine. You see an actual naked woman and it's much more dopamine that gets released than by watching simply TV or anything like this. And that's why porn is, can become quite an addiction. Not only is it an addiction, it can actually demotivate us from actually finding real valuable relationships in real life. And that's because when you watch porn and you release your seed, your brain will think you have achieved your sexual act for today and you don't need to be looking for another woman. And watching porn is much more easier than actually talking to a real woman. You have got hundreds of women available at the top of your fingertips. Talking to a real woman is quite scary, You have the fear of rejection. So that's why watching porn is often sufficient for a lot of young men. And they rather watch porn than actually go talk to a real woman. So what you see today is men actually talking to real life women is actually quite rare. Most men don't do it anymore because they are too scared for the fear of rejection. And this presents quite an opportunity for a lot of young men. Let's say you are a young man and you actually talk to women on the street or in the gym. You might be doing it and that's very good. This presents a huge opportunity because nobody else is doing it and you are doing it. What would the woman be thinking? I think that woman would be thinking, yeah, that's a true man, at least he has the guts to talk to me. Most other men don't even have the guts to talk to a woman. Because in today's society, most men like to indulge in comfort. And they don't want to be doing some hard thing and actually get rejected. No. They don't want to suffer. They want to indulge in comfort and just watch some porn. And everywhere you look, we find porn. Not only on these websites, but also on social media. And it might not be hardcore porn with sexual acts and stuff, but it's actually some kind of soft porn with our clothes on, because you will see a lot of women, shaking their ass and shaking their boobies. You will see some 13 or 14-year-old actually shaking their ass for some attention, and people love it. It's basically just, when you scroll on Instagram, every 30 seconds you will see some kind of sexual photo of a woman. And because of this, and because of porn, women are actually seen as a sexual object for a lot of young men, as a object of instant gratification. And this fucks up their perception. I used to be like this. I used to see a woman and actually think only about sex. And you might be saying, no, that's not me. No, great. But when I would see a woman, I would think about, well, I really like her. She's so sexy. She's so hot. How would she look naked? These vulgar thoughts. And when I see a woman now, I would think, would she be wife material? How would it be to get in a relationship with her? And I'm so curious about her way of speaking, and if she's quite intellectually or not. Should I go talk to her? Should I maybe ask her out? Things like this, actually healthy thoughts instead of those vulgar, sexual thoughts. And I know, it might be good to get a bit of sexual thoughts once in a while, but it shouldn't be your only focus. It shouldn't be like sex, There's another huge problem in watching porn. When a guy actually finds a real woman and is about to have sex with her, a lot of young guys experience this problem that they can't even get it up, because the real thing is not as nice as porn, These real women don't know the tricks and, the sexiness of a true porn star. And most girls aren't porn stars, So I haven't had this problem myself, but I know a lot of people who do have this problem, Let's pretend you actually have a naked woman lying in your bed and you can't get it up. That would be the ultimate downfall of your masculinity, right? How would you feel as a man? You would feel quite worthless, I suppose. And for a lot of young men today, porn is sufficient, because 100 girlfriends is far better than actually talking to a real woman and suffering the fear of rejection. And so a lot of young men today are choosing porn over these real life women. Even if they don't make the choice consciously, their brain will think, yeah, it's okay, this is far better. I've already released my seed today, so I don't even need to be talking to a real woman. And you won't have the desire to talk to a real woman. And here's where technology comes in, because of things like OnlyFans and the rise of AI. Everybody can be a winner today, Everybody can feel like they have a girlfriend if they just pay. They will have a virtual girlfriend and there is no hassle in rejection or trying to get in a relationship. No, you just have to pay them and they are yours. It's much more easy. And there is actually a huge rise in AI, and they're actually busy with making virtual girlfriends who can do everything you want, who can be your perfect woman, in speech, in the way she's looking. And the same with OnlyFans. It's almost like a virtual relationship. And this is destroying the chance of young men finding meaningful long-term relationships. Because, AI and OnlyFans is... So it's not just porn. It's not just pleasure, It's not just, you have to relax and just watch some porn. It's no harm. There's actually quite some harm in there. And it's very interesting when you look at the psychology. It's not only a super high dopamine drug, which can actually become an addiction. It's much more easier to just indulge in porn, having virtual girlfriends, than actually talking to real women. And this is actually destroying the chance of many young men to find a real relationship. So remember, Spartans, don't let your monkey brain control you. Stop watching porn and go find yourself a real woman. Know the damage that porn does to your brain. It's time to reject it. Tell me, Have you got any monkey friends who jerk off at least 2 times a day and say porn is healthy for you? Please share this video with them so we can save the lost souls. Spartans, prepare for glory.